All right, I'm gonna show you how to detail your engine bay with a couple simple steps using a garden hose, an all-purpose cleaner, and just a couple brushes. Let's get started. First off, you gotta cover and block off a couple things. If your battery's exposed, unlike mine's got kind of a shell on top, I would definitely cover that. Get a plastic bag or cover with a microfiber towel. You can cover up any loose wires that you see. I'm covering up my air intake. That's the only thing that's really exposed that I need to cover up when doing my engine bay. So I'm just gonna lay a microfiber on top of it. Not that this part's gonna get too wet anyway. You could use a pressure washer for this. You just have to hold it further back, but I'm just gonna use a garden hose because it's simple and everyone's probably got one. Not everyone has a pressure washer, so
since this is my truck, I'm not going to be doing the top of the hood or the plastic on my grill, but it's the same process.
Next up, we're gonna hit it with our all-purpose cleaner. I'm using Super Clean diluted 4:1 in this pump sprayer, and you're just gonna soak everything now. The brushes I'm gonna use are a simple detailing brush like this. Here's a wheel brush. It actually does come in handy for engine bays to get in those tight cracks and crevices that an actual brush won't. And for the bigger surfaces, you could definitely use another tire brush like this as well. This just covers a lot more ground than a smaller brush would. But you're gonna go through and just agitate everything. And like I was saying, this one gets down in those smaller cracks and crevices like this. I would say though, a pressure washer does come in handy when you're trying to get the actual top of the hood and maybe down the sides here. After you're done agitating, go ahead and rinse it. And a little hack that I like to dry engine bays with is a leaf blower. Don't knock it till you try it. Watch this. And you can just follow it up with a microfiber towel to get any spots that could have been missed. I doubt there was too many. And depending on the condition of the plastics, you can see mine are in pretty good shape. I'm gonna go ahead and follow with the dressing. You could use hyper dressing, you can use Chemical Guys VRP. You can use a microfiber applicator pad to apply your dressing, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush because it gets in the cracks and crevices, all the little grooves, and kind of covers more ground than a little applicator pad would. So I got my dressing here. I'm using Viper dressing, diluted 1:1. Just gonna give it a couple nice sprays into the brush. After you go around with your dressing, there's gonna be a little bit of extra on the top you can see. So you're gonna take a microfiber, just buff it off. Don't rub too hard, just lightly buff it, and it should leave a nice matte finish. And mine probably wasn't the best example to use because it was in good shape and I've done it every couple months, but you kind of get the process. It's pretty much the same for every car. You cover everything up, spray it down, use your all-purpose cleaner, use your brush, dry it after you rinse it, and pretty much apply your dressing. Then I would go ahead and start the car and let the engine run for a few minutes. And yeah, that's how you detail your engine bay.